Guess what? Story time, bitches! I'm not about to lie. I had told this story before back when I had like 500 followers back in the beginning, but now that I'm thousands in, I figure I'll tell this story again because this is my favorite fucking story, bitch. So this little point, I was doing real good and I had a really good job. All right, my son had passed away. I did not relapse after he passed away. I relapsed from being bored. I am not an emotional drug addict. I'm a drug addict that uses because I think that it's fun. It's the only way to have fun, and because I do it because I'm bored. When bad shit happen, I usually kind of stay sober. Ain't that crazy as fuck? So anyways, I had just relapsed from boredom and I was having me a good old time. Then I had started back shooting up, so I was having me a better old time. So here I was working at this hotel doing real good, but I had been up for like 5 fucking days, bitch. Okay, and then I had some green Xanax bars. All right, y'all. So I had this gym membership, right? And they had a tanning bed in the gym. So I always like to go to the tanning bed. So I had just enough time to go to the tanning bed before I went to work. Okay, so I go to the gym to go to the tanning bed. Well, before I get in that tanning bed, I take that green Xanax bar, okay? You know, to relax me while I'm motherfucking tanning. And I was like, okay, you know, I had been up for like 5 days, so I'm already, you know, high as fuck out my mind. So I take that Xanax bar, get in that tanning bed, and lay the fuck down. And then, mind you know, we naked in the tanning bed, butt naked. Okay, so I lay in that tanning bed and I'm just tanning. And the next thing I know, y'all, the police and the ambulance and everybody is running in the tanning bed talking about, is you okay? Is you okay? I was like, oh my God, what the fuck? Let me put my clothes on. So I put my clothes on. They came in there. I guess I had fell asleep, y'all. I had been asleep in that tanning bed for 4.5 hours. I don't know why the girl called 911. Maybe she couldn't wake me up or something. So they start asking me questions like, who is the president? Do you know what year this is? What's your phone name? Like the tanning bed done burn out my brain or something. No, baby, I fell asleep. So I was like, what time is it? Y'all, I was so late for work, so I called my job, okay? And they told me I could come on to work. So after talking to the police and the ambulance and telling them I was okay, they let me go. So I went on to work. So I went to work, worked my little shift, you know what I'm saying? Should have went home and went to bed. Should have went home and went to bed. But I had just bought this cute ass little Clemson dress. And of course, I want to go out in my little Clemson dress and look good. So I put my little Clemson dress on, got dressed, and I'm going to go out all by myself to the bar. Okay, I done did me some dope, did me another Xanax, went on to that bar. Y'all, I remember walking in the bar, right? Then I remember like talking to everyone and everyone just loving me for some reason. I was like the highlight of the bar. I was in there by my damn self. Then I was like, okay, y'all, so I'm gonna go. And I remember saying bye. Everybody in the bar saying bye. And then I walked outside to the car, bitch. Y'all, then the next thing I know, my motherfucking ass woke up in the motherfucking hospital, bitch. I was like, what the fuck? How the fuck did I get here? Then there was this nice little calm doctor. He was standing over me. He patted me on my head and he was like, you were very dehydrated, this and that. Okay. And then he left the room. I was like, oh hell no. Oh hell no. I do not want to be in this hospital. I had a boyfriend. I had to go visit him in jail that day. I had to get the fuck out the hospital. So I was like panicking. Okay, bitch, I'm about to get the fuck out of this motherfucker. Yo, I yanked the IVs out of my arm. All right. It does not work like if you yank them out like they yank them out. Blood will go whoosh, whoosh, whoosh out of your arm. So then I had to tie my arms up because they were going squirting blood out. All right, I put my clothes on and I was ready to go. Okay, so I started walking out the door. Well, guess what? Your motherfucking ass can't leave the hospital unless they give you them papers to sign. So I start walking out, you know, you have to get to the exit. They're like, where you going? I'm gone. Y'all, the security guards started chasing me. Bitch, I was booking it. They blocked me off at every exit. They would not let me leave. They were like, you're not leaving. I'm like, bitch, you let me out this motherfucking hospital. I don't want to be here. They were like, sign the release papers. Bitch, I ain't paying this bill. I ain't signing no release papers. I didn't ask to get here. I don't even know how the fuck I got here. Blah, blah, blah. A whole bunch of bullshit. My ass finally, after all the drama, signed the motherfucking release papers. All right. Then I went outside, bitch. All right. So then my dumb ass go to one phone and call 911 and explain the situation. I hung up on the bitches, went out, ran to the other side of the hospital and called my dear friend Red Top, who I always call when I'm in trouble, explained the situation to him and told him please come get me. So he happened to already be in Anderson doing some kind of car shit, so he was coming up there to get me. On the way to him coming to get me, bitch, I had a memory and this was it. I remember being in the ambulance and the ambulance driver or the doctor or whoever it is that be the back there with you when you're in the ambulance looking at me and saying, haven't I already seen you one time today? Oh my God, y'all, it was the same ambulance from when I had passed out in the fucking tanning bed. The same ambulance people. I remember being in the ambulance with them. And then I remember him looking at my arms and seeing all them track marks and being like, oh, this explains it. So I'm like, what the fuck? I cannot believe that. So then my friend Red Top get there. And so I tell him the whole story. So we figure we go to the last place that my car was, y'all. So we go to the bar and there's my car, y'all. My interior lights was on and my seat was laid back. I guess I passed out in a motherfucking car, y'all. And somebody done called 911 on me. So I got back in my car. That bitch crunk up. and I went on to see my boyfriend in jail. And hold up, it even gets worse. Okay, need mind you, I still have not went to sleep. This about day 6, going on day 7. My ass is still awake on the meth. All right, so I go see my little boyfriend in jail. I come back home, get dressed, and go back to work, y'all. All right, I go back to work, and I work the whole shift, and I'm gonna go home. Okay, I'm gonna go home. So I stop at the car wash in Pendleton, if y'all know what I'm talking about, in Pendleton, because for some reason I'm gonna wash my damn car before I go home at fucking 1 o'clock in the morning or whatever time it is. It was close to 1. All right, so I'm gonna wash my car. So I remember being like, this some lame ass shit to wash my car to. So I was gonna change the CD. Y'all, I guess I fell asleep in the middle of changing the CD. Where I had been up for so long and on all them Xanaxes, I fell asleep. And I just want to tell y'all, if you fall asleep and do not move your car for a certain amount of time in the fucking car wash in Pendleton, a fucking alarm will go off and it will go woo woo woo, and it will be so loud, and the police have to come turn that bitch off, y'all. I set the alarm off because I don't know how long I had been in that car wash, and here come the motherfucking police. I don't know why they didn't take my motherfucking ass to jail, y'all, but instead they talked to me. I told them I was real tired from working so hard, and they were like, okay. So they woke me up, and then y'all, I got in the car and I was so fucked up I could barely drive, so I was swerving and I had ran off the road. So the motherfucking police, the same police from the fucking car wash, had pulled me over, and they were like, are you okay, ma'am? I was like, I'm fine. And they were like, well, look, just call someone to come get you, right? I was so fucked up out my mind. I'm near my motherfucking house and I can't remember how to get home, y'all. I couldn't remember where I was. So I called my friend Lehman. I'm like, oh my God, I explained the situation. I told her I'm out my mind. I know exactly where I'm at, but I can't figure out where I'm at. She's like, okay. So anyway, so the police officers was like, we're not going to take you to jail. We're just going to follow you home. Y'all, I remember having fallen asleep, waking up with them police officers behind me, but I never swerved, but I would pass out the whole time. Anyways, I made it home, y'all. I had 2 flat tires for when I ran off the road, and it was the first day of school for my kids the next day, but bitch, I made it there to take school. So anyways, y'all, a long time later, I'm at Walmart in Anderson shopping, and this man walk up to me and he says, oh, it's you. And I'm like, oh, who is you? He told me that he found me asleep in the bar parking lot and couldn't wake me up and call 911. I told that man, I appreciate you caring whether you could wake me up or not, but for now on, just leave me asleep in my car and don't call no police. Thank God I didn't go to jail, bitch. Thank God. But anyways, yeah, that's some dumb fucked up shit I did when I was high on drugs. I just want to tell you that we do recover, baby. We do. So if you fighting this fight, just know that we do recover, y'all. My whole life is filled with nothing but stories that are something like that, just crazier than hell. But it was fun while it lasted, but baby, now life is good.